for now on, as the obviously the commentator. This is very strange. I need the invitation. Come on. Oh, finally, Rafael finally invited me, so let me just switch cutscenes to F1 22, and we will be starting very, very soon. Ah, are you shitting me? I do have to this all the time. Like, come on. I've already set it up, the crossplay. Like, come on. How many times is it gonna get disabled for no reasons? Well, apparently I can join it anyway, so doesn't really matter for now. I think. Oh fuck yeah! Oh, sorry about that. Well, sorry if there is not gonna be really good quality of the stream, but I have the main issue called basically the internet in my dormitory. It's really painful to stream or to play with it. Like it's it's so bad, man. I mean, I hope the internet can improve by any chance, but okay. So for now on, we'll be waiting for everyone. That's obvious thing. We need to wait for Basic, who said he'll be late like 5 minutes. So no worries, we're not ready up yet. Okay, let me go for PC F4 chat. And I hope my English kinda improved. Okay, sorry about literally blaming or just saying bad words about my internet, but I just couldn't stop. Like I thought that there's still no stream, but I hope you can forgive me that. And let's focus for the actual race. All right. Um, I don't really know if there are only 12 drivers. Let me check the absences. Kobierzewski, Klapa. Okay, so Kobierzewski is not racing apparently. He didn't even get a give any reaction for being able to race. So it's not cool. Jakub Klapa, I do believe. I don't know if he's starting or not. Kinda strange. Jack Andrews. Oh wait, that's completely new driver. I haven't seen him in previous races, to be honest. Christopher Niemann is absent, and is he? Yes, he is, unfortunately, and he didn't give. Or maybe I can.
Why does it say that there's 18 people? No. So why is my frame rate so low? What's the other problem? Game. So also in Windows, the operating system, if you have a full screen window that decided it didn't want to be the native monitor resolution, basically everything gets messed up, and it kicked all my windows to a third monitor, which is switched off. And it's switched off. So I can't move stuff back unless I unplug the monitor. What?
Well, apparently, I don't think anyone will come anymore. So maybe let's start soon. Fully specific. Alright, I mean, I think they can ready up already. It's late. Okay, so one moment now. Okay, so finally we are starting the race with only 13 drivers on the grid. This is gonna be really interesting, like in PC F4, because Saudi Arabia in the F2 is gonna be really messy, not like in F121 where. To be honest, there is a fun fact about that race that I'm gonna talk before everyone will start qualifying session. Okay, Booker. So the fun fact I wanted to say about was I was driving in PC F3 in last season in Saudi Arabia. It was like half of the season already, and my race, my qualifying session was awful. Let's be honest, my quali wasn't really great and isn't a great to this date. But I was gaining a lot of positions because of people mistakes. So I was actually in P3 after safety car restart, obviously, and that's when Esteban Sancho, that was his name, I do believe, hit me in my back. So I spun. It was like a lap 20, 22, 23, something like that. And I was the only one driver who didn't have any penalties. So after the restart, I could basically win the race that day. But I fell down to last position that I was fighting for everything I could. I've achieved before. So everything can happen in this race. And someone just didn't add it to me, and that's quiet VPS, I think. So that's gonna be 12, not 12, sorry, 2 penalty points for not adding the commentator as he should. Especially if he's the full-time driver now. I understand that reserve drivers don't have to add the commentator, but it's not like that. The first driver who went off the track is Basic, one of the fastest drivers in PC F4 division. Let's take a look at the beautiful Jeddah circuit in Saudi Arabia. Which is, to be honest, really strange. That's a Russian Grand Prix. I mean, okay, Russia invited Ukraine, but Arabia isn't much better. But let's put politics completely away because we're racing. It's everything about the race. We are playing the game. We're not talking about everything that is going on around in the world. So, okay. The first sector obviously is the SS Corps, and this track is most likely SS Corps, but in this version you can spawn really easily in that first section. Like, without traction control there is no grip there at all, and after that that white turn into left after the first sector, you can spawn there really easily to end the point blank turning to right. I don't know what is that turned on, honestly. And Basic will be starting with his first flying lap, so we'll be spectating him because he might just put a really good lap. So I'm really hoping for him because he wants to challenge Chameleons, who is still leading, and I do believe now it's Mechlink also with the same points for championship. But let's not forget that his teammate is actually getting the constant points while Basic is just failing at that point. And this wasn't really great drive, and he spun in that first sector, so that's one of the most common mistakes made by people. And Woodward will be actually first driver, but it's only 30 34 seconds in the first sector, and he went wide. Martins is out of the qualifying session right now. Where did he spawn? Oh my goodness, he spawned in that SS section. Those SS section doesn't forgive any mistakes there, so you must be really careful if you want to finish this race. Okay, so we have again purple sector, but Woodford isn't gonna make really good time in my opinion. It's gonna be really slow time. Okay, so we go into last turn. That was okay exit in my opinion, and he's driving a mid traction control, I think. And it's going to be 131.867, so pretty decent for the beginning, but not great as Mechlink, who goes 129.149. Mechlink, really good job from you, man. Almost stunning lap, man. Like, oh, oh, come on. I couldn't even handle that lap in Grand Prix. No, I was actually 128, something like this. I don't really remember what was my timings in the Grand Prix mode. But that was amazing lap from Mechlink. I mean, he is only 610 seconds faster than Jirtsma, but Camilius isn't really much quicker, but I do believe it's all because that he's on a pad, and I think I'm gonna have trouble like racing tomorrow because I'm also on the pad and I couldn't take my wheel to dormitory, so yeah, my tomorrow race is gonna be really painful, but we have the last driver who is gonna make his actual lap time. It's gonna be Quiet. I don't know what his real name. And it's gonna be 130. It's 130.1090. So, okay time. Much quicker than Chameleons. But the rest of the field isn't really much any quicker, to be honest. Like Curtis only made 133.1 and he almost break himself into the wall. Oh man, that was really scary. That was really terrifying. So everyone will go for the pit right now, or maybe Ferraz will try to go for another lap. Yes, I think he will. No, he's going for the pit lane, so everything is fine from him. Booker also will go to pit, but he honestly improved the second sector. He goes the fastest second. But he's not gonna have any ERS on this main straight. And okay, he improve? Yes, he improved by only 300 tenths of the seconds, 3 tenths of the second. So okay, lap time. He jumped to from P8. I think yes, from P8 to P7, but this time he isn't still really great. So he'll go for the pits for sure. Woodward is already on his out lap. Same goes to Basic and Claudia Herbert, who didn't made the time lap yet. Martins left the session. That's really strange. So I'm really curious about Claudia's time because he's really speedy driver. Especially in that qualifying session, but he needs to improve in my opinion on the races because he's making too much mistakes. I mean, he's getting good results but not good enough to like overthrow Mechlink, Camilios, or even Basic, who is like him making the mistakes too. Mechlink maybe isn't really that fast, but he is not making mistakes. He's really consistent when it comes to track. Okay, so we have Claudio starting his flying lap finally. Woodford also started his no, he is gonna start his flying lap. So let's see how Claudio will handle the S's. But he has to be driving with medium traction. There's no possibility that you can just press your throttle like that in those S's, but it's fine, I think. And the first sector is purple, 33.126. Oh, and he touched the wall, so he might have broken his front wing right now. But maybe this won't affect his time lap, but I'm not really sure about this. But he actually put it a purple sector in sector 2, so that was really good time lap from him. And he's gonna get a free... Oh man, what the hell just happened here? Sorry about that, I was really surprised by what just happened here. Like Konopa went into the wall for no reason, but let's get back to the point because Herbert is on the last finish straight, start finish straight, and it's gonna be no, it's only the second fastest lap time. It's 20 tenths a second faster than Bessie, but everyone are slower than Möchling. If I'm saying his surname correctly, sorry, my Dutch language isn't that great as it was like a few years ago. But it's okay, I think. Basic is also trying to improve with his lap time, and he has to be driving without the traction control, but he already lost 7/10 of the second and he spun. So yes, that was that turn I was talking about where you can lose your traction control really easily. Curtis didn't even improve, so we had a yellow flag in the last sector. That's Herbert, who doesn't have fuel in the car. Macklin is just sitting in a pit lane. He's just chilling right now. Like, his lap time is really safe for now. I think Konopa is a little bit laggy, but it just might be me, but I do think like that. Is Curtis gonna improve? No, he's also going for the pit. So it's only the Curtis who had really bad lap time, like it's awful lap time. Booker is starting his flying lap. Faupes, the Quiet just invalidated his lap time. Bessie goes to the pits. Jirtsma makes a space for Quiet, but Quiet is just... I don't know what he's doing, like, it was really strange. I mean, my man, you're just losing ERS right now. If you just messed up the first lap and saved the ERS, maybe. No idea. Alright, so he just went to pit, so doesn't really matter. So it's only the Booker who will try to improve his quick lap time. Okay, that's definitely traction control off, because I saw how he managed that turn. It's really tricky, and you can also lose traction control there really easily. Nice second sector from him. I hope my stream isn't that laggy. I will see the replay later. I'm just focusing right now on what is going on around. What is going on around, yes. And that's gonna be second fastest time, 1:30.526, so pretty decent, but not the quickest. Basic made a gap for everyone. Konopa is also with his flying lap. He's the only one driver who didn't make a time lap. I'm not including Martins because he didn't make lap time. I think Konopa had touched the wall and damaged his front wing, but it might be just I don't know, some lag visualative bug or something like that. No idea, really no idea. So Konapa is on the last finish straight, and it's gonna be 132.3. So he's only faster than Curtis, but it's not really cool. Like, I was expecting people to have much better lap times. I mean, I don't say that about Camillus because he's on the pad, so it's obvious that you're not gonna get 129 on the pad here, but, well, I was expecting like from Best. Okay, maybe Basic will improve next lap. Herbert is also starting his flying lap right now. Meckling is still staying in the pit. He's chilling there. Woodford is out of the qualifying. What just happened with Woodford? Please let me show it. Did he just retired by himself, or did he just crashed? Yes, he crashed, but in really dangerous place. Oh man, that was really strange. What happened the second sector? What is going on? Herbert is out of the... what just happened here? Hold up! Did he also spawn there? Okay, I think this is gonna be the most chaotic race of this season. Like, come on, what is just going on right now? I have no words for that. Huh? Excuse me, but just... I'm sorry, apparently my pad just didn't work for some reason, and Betsy put it the fastest lap, it was 128.9. That's a good time lap. Okay, so everything is working right now, so fine. So Mechling just... Okay, so Mechling is going out for the pits right now because he is from Haas, so he has exit from pit lane really close, so it's a good decision from him. And he's, I think, on new softs, so he'll have at least 2 setup of softs for the race, and he's on the lowest fuel right now, where the grip is actually really good on the track right now, so maybe he will improve with his time lap. I'm really curious what time he will put. Oh man, and he spun. Oh man, come on, you can do it. You have still the time. I don't know how much time left there is. It's 1 minute. I think he might just be just in time, but I'm really not sure because this is gonna be like fights for the seconds to make his final lap time. Also, Jirtsma improved. It's 128.994, so only 40 tenths seconds slower than Basic. So finally we're having some good time lapse from everyone right here. Camille's also improved. Quiet has no ERS, so it's over for him. Booker is also starting his flying lap. Schulze same. Ferraz is also first in first sector, but his lap time isn't really that good. Konop is also starting his flying lap time. And what is quite doing, no idea. Mechlink finally started his flying lap, so I'm... okay, I'll get to him later. Okay, my pad is just already annoying me for no reason. Sorry about that, but I just cannot control this. Okay, unfortunately, Booker had slower first sector, and Schulze isn't gonna improve too. Perez already made his lap time, so who is gonna be first with the lap? Oh no, Mechlik completely invalidated his lap time. Oh no, so it's Basic on pole position right now. I don't think Booker can overthrow him, but let's see. No, Booker's gonna go to pit lane, I think. Okay, so it's safe. So, okay, maybe Konopa. Let's see. Maybe Polish Power will show that we are strong enough to win anything. Come on, Carol. I'm cheering him up right now. Maybe he'll improve with his time up finally. And it's gonna be 1:30.9. It's only ninth fastest lap, but still really good time. And unfortunately, it's over. We're just waiting for Mechlik. Please don't go to pit lane. And he went to pit lane. I just don't like people going to pit lane when they're the only drivers that are on the track right now. But, okay, so we have Basic on pole position, Jirtsma on second, so it's front row, Mechlink with Herbert, who, even though he retired, he still claimed his fourth position, so really nice. So it's the second row, and the third row is Polish driver Kamilions and Quiet in Red Bull. Alright, so we'll be waiting for the race. I hope at least the half of the grid will finish this race. Okay, I don't think there will be formation lap. So we'll be starting, like, there are still some bugs in this game, like, I don't really know when everything will be fixed, like, when the wheels will be fixing alright, will be working fine, I mean, and if the game won't have any bugs, like, that's why I just didn't like this game that much. I just really still prefer the last game, but it's all I had to buy this game, like I wanted to race still in the elite races and to commentate, but okay, let's not talk about that, and because we're gonna start. Okay, 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it slides out and away we go. That was really long. It's from here. Basic had not really Okay, maybe that was decent start from him. He already defended against Jirsma. That was spin from Quiet. I do believe he had to touch with someone there. So Basic is leading the race after the turn 1. Really nice start from him. And Mechling is... Oh man, what just happened here? Mechling tried to move around the outside Jirsma and both crashed. So we have the VSC, not the full safety car. We have virtual safety car right now. Really, there's a lot going on around. There's a lot of things going around right now, and I'm losing my words right now. And Bessie just made a huge gap. What he's trying to do here? Wait, what? Just don't tell me that he can just make that gap and not get penalty for this. Okay, he slowed down a little bit, but I mean, he still has a huge advantage. Okay, I think he made enough delta to keep that that lead to Camilios. Also, Camilios had really decent start after disappointing qualifying for him. I think VSC will end very soon. That Ferraz got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VS virtual safety car. I mean, so he'll have to go for pit. Curtis is already on 8th position. Oh, let me just note positions, tires, telemetry, lap delta. Thank you. I almost forgot about that. I almost have forgotten. Sorry. Yes. And by the way, Konopa is 5th. Really great start from Polish driver right there. Ferraz is battling with Quiet and made huge move there. Man, that was awesome overtake from you. Quiet had to be really surprised by that overtake from Ferraz. That was really smoothing. Like, oh man, but he's going really slow in those corners. Ferraz will try also to overtake Polish driver Konopa. He's going around south right now with him, and he overtook him. Beautiful overtake from Ferraz right now, but he went to wide, but still keeping his position. Will Konopa actually try to fight back with the position? There's so much action going on. Quite already overtook his teammate, and he's gonna go into Ferraz right now. Oh man, so much going on. Also, Konopa tried to make a move on Ferraz. So much going on action. Also, Curtis is trying to gain because of those action, but unfortunately, Ferraz went to the pit. So, I mean, he went to serve the penalty. So he's not fighting for anything. So Curtis makes a move on Polish driver Konopa. Really nice move. So we have amazing battle in the midfield right now. Oh man, what just happened here? I've already lost my voice. Okay, so maybe let's focus on that fight right now, because the Curtis, who is starting almost from last position, is right now the 6th. So amazing start from him right now. We have also some... oh man! Schultz is out of the race! He spun! Is this safety car? No, it's not safety car, it's only VSE, fortunately for everyone, but I was really nasty, like, oh man, I was terrifying to crash there. And it's only the lap 3rd, so the first victim of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Man, Basic is just getting, he's just increasing his lead to Camilios by every time on that VSC. Like, come on, man, you're just gonna win without any save. Like, if the safety car will come out, then he's literally in really bad situation. But if there will be no safety car, then he's the winner. Basically, he will win the Grand Prix. He has 8 seconds lead um to everyone, and my pad is still not working. Sorry about that. But no idea what is going on right now. Like, when I'm home, I'm using my wheel to spectate, but I cannot do that in my dormitory. And I'm really afraid of racing tomorrow with that park. But if it's not gonna work correctly, Martins gets a 3 seconds time penalty. So we have still fine going on with Konopa and Curtis. Oh no, Curtis spun! Oh man, that was really that was terrifying that he could. No, oh man, I thought he will not be ghosted, and this was really scary. Curtis has no front wing, so it's over for him. Konopa is 5th right now, and Herbert is trying to get close to Polish driver Camillus. He will have DRS, so it will be no. It won't be any problem for him to overtake Polish driver. And so really nice overtake from him, but it was really easy overtake too. He didn't have to, I don't know, go around side and make some really huge moves there, but it's alright. But let's talk maybe about basic for a minute. Like, oh man, you're just a winner of this race. Like, please don't make any mistake. Please do it for me. Mechlink put it the fastest lap of the race, so he's really quick on this circuit. Is there anything going around here? Yes, Jirchma overtook Curtis, but Curtis already pitted, so that doesn't really matter here. By the way, Quiet is on hard tire as strange strategy also goes to Martins. Those hards are not really quick, and this Booker spun. Will his teammate were to take him? Yes, he will. So for now, we don't have much action going on. But I'm really happy for Polish drivers because we have Camillus who is on podium and Konopa who is 5th, but he needs to be really careful with Woodford who is just sitting on his back trying to overtake him. Unfortunately, this mechanic spun, but does he some damage? No, unfortunately not. Okay, so Woodford has no ERS, where Konopa has almost 80%. Like, there's no way that Woodford can overtake Polish driver because Woodford is driving all the time with that ERS. That's really straight strategy from him. And you can see that he is losing quite a lot of time because of that ERS in the SS. I don't know what is that tactic, honestly. But maybe this will work somehow. Not really sure about that. So Basic already has 10 seconds gap to Herbert. Oh my goodness, what just happened here? Ferraz overtook his teammate, so maybe they swapped the positions there. I mean, this Ferraz is on much better tires right now. The only fight right now, there's no fight going around. Everyone are just separated from each other and nothing is going around right here. So let's maybe talk about something, and let's say my personal opinion about Arabia Grand Prix. I mean, it's another street circuit, but I think it's much better than Baku, for example, where one mistake can prevent anyone from, like, you know, from go any further. I'm talking about castle section, of course. Here, there are not so many problems. Like, if you handled S's, the first sector and the exit from a blind point to turn right, then you're fine. Then this race isn't that really bad, and it's a really speedy race, I must say. I mean, it only has 25 laps, but the quickest time on this track can be made in 1:30, 1:32 maximum. So it's one of the shortest race in the calendar. Like, this race isn't gonna last for 1 hour. Excuse me. Okay, definitely something is wrong with my path right now. Wait, excuse me. I can handle it somehow. Okay, I've plugged in the pad into other USB connection. Maybe this will work somehow. I hope this won't occur today, because I want to. I mean tomorrow, because I want to race and get some points and not to finish last, or because of pad not working properly. Maybe I'll get some water in no time, because there's nothing going on right now. Like, there's so much there's so much gaps to everyone. Like, the fifth driver has already 29 seconds, and Quiet also has 25 seconds gap to the leader. So basically it's pretty much safe with going for Pete. He will be max on P3. Let's see the penalties. The only penalty has Martins. About the position change, only Martins get like 5th positions, but there's no one who is shining with that, who isn't really showing that he gained a lot of position. And Woodford also gained like 5th position, so it's okay, but still not the great, not terrible. And Curtis, I do believe, spun. Yes, he spun in that. I was talking about this turn. It's I think it is turn 9, turn 8. No really idea. Macklin got 3 seconds time penalty because he spun. Also Booker spun in the back. So, well, I'm just talking about people getting spinning around, because there's nothing going around here. Macklin on old soft tires is much quicker than Martin, so maybe he'll try to make over to move on him. Let's see, because it's the only one action going on right now. Martins went way too wide in that turn, but going wide isn't also a bad idea, because you can gain some time. But that was huge mistake from Martins, who lost a lot of time compared to Mechlink. And Mechlink is gonna get DRS. Martins leaves him enough space, and this is gonna be clear overtake from Haas driver. He's leaving the space, but he's fighting still with the Martins. But Martins is not giving him enough room. I mean, that was dangerous. Like, he could put him in the wall right there, and somehow he cannot overtake the Martins right now. But he'll have DRS on the straight, so he won that fight. Really nice overtake from Dodge driver. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll have any Dodge drivers in the future F1 season. And Mitres is still trying to fight back with him, but he went way too wide in that turn 1 and he just completely lost all the time. So the battle is over there. The only fight that is really close, it's only between Woodford and Polish driver Konopa, and in only one fight in the back between Booker and Curtis Smith. So maybe let's see if Booker will try to overtake Curtis. And no, Curtis actually defended pretty well against Booker, against the British driver. So not much action going on. So I think Woodford is losing a lot of time on the straight. Like Konopa has huge amount of ERS right now, so he doesn't have to worry about losing his position. He can defend pretty easily against Woodford, who decided to go to pits. Maybe he has really worn out the tires. I'm not really sure about that. Let's see his strategy for this race. It's gonna be hards. Yes, he's gonna push the hards, and he's also changing it from wing. That's why he was way much slower than Konopa. But Konopa will be safe for now on, because Ferraz is already losing 11 seconds to him. So only the one action going on is fight for minor positions between Booker and Curtis, who will be lapped in no time right now. Finally, Booker overtook the Curtis, but I think the Curtis will have to give the position to Bessie, because remember, even though your goals, you just cannot, not let faster driver pass you by blue flag conditions. But well, Curtis is already lapped in the after the half of the race, so Booker actually gave the basic space. So that was okay. That was everything was perfectly fine here. And Herbert went to pit lane too, so the Camellias is already on second position. But Camellias will have to go for pit. And I think Bessie could just won the race right now. He has 24 seconds gap to Camellias, so he'll go first anyway from pit lane. And Quiet is behind Herbert, and he has much better tires because he already started that hard. So he easily overtook Herbert, so nice overtake from him. Farah's already that the only drivers who didn't beat are Camellias and Basic, but Basic has a huge advantage and he will go first anyway, so I think he's safe. Like, I don't know, there has to be a miracle that he'll lose this race. And Martis just goes way too wide in the S's, and Woodford just overtook him without hesitating, without any problems. Like, there's not much action going on, and Basic already made a pit stop, so everything is fine here. And I think Basic got 3 seconds time penalty for corner cutting. Codemasters didn't fix that bug which occurred in F1 21 already, but in that game it was fixed, but in this game it's not fixed. But fortunately for him, he has huge advantage to Herbert, like it's almost 15 seconds, so this penalty will not matter for him. Also, Quiet will have to go for pit lane. Maybe he's waiting for any safety car, but I don't think it will happen anytime. Also, Konopa is making his pit stop right now. So Konopa will drop down and Konopa lost his front wing, but why the Konopa is on the softs? That doesn't really make any sense. Maybe he had already worn up the medium tires, so maybe that's why he's on the softs. But it's already GG for him. Basically, I thought he lost the back end of his car there. That was really terrifying to watch. That you can lose your traction control there really easily. Okay, so I see plugging in when I plugged in the USB pad into, and I was just talking about this. Come on, this is already annoying. I want to race tomorrow. I don't want to have problems. I just could have taken my hub with myself, because Pat is not just responding what is going on right now. Well, Pat is not working for some reason. Wow, so cool. Sorry, I need to use keyboard for a while. I just don't know what's going around here. Why the pad is just getting disconnected for no reasons? Like, it doesn't even show it's disconnected. Just no idea. Really no idea what is going on. Is basically gonna lap somebody? Yes, I do believe it's Booker. Yes, so Booker is gonna get lapped in no time. And I was actually really happy that Pad was working fine for a while, but it seems it doesn't work like that. And what also epic move from Jirtsma on Martins. Nice move there, man. So we have actually one fight between Jirtsma, Martins, and Mechling for 7th position. Martins touched the wall here, so he has some damage, and it's again fine against Martins and Mechling, but I think this was really strange. Like, Martins laggy as hell. Martins has no front wing. That's why. I mean, why didn't he allow Mechling to lap him, like to overtake him? But no, people decisions might be really strange, and Quiet is actually P4 with his medium tires, so maybe his inverse strategy will work, because those mediums are much quicker than hards, obviously. But we have only 11 laps to go, so we'll be actually finishing this race really in no time, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, this race is quite. I mean, it's tricky, but it's a good race because it doesn't take too much long. Okay, so Martins was held up in the pit for a moment. His lap time by Basic, and Booker overtook him. So the only one driver that isn't lap time yet is Konopa, but I think he might have touched the wall in the SS. Mechling is trying to get to fight back with Jirtsma, but Jirtsma has much more energy than Deutsch driver, so I think Jirtsma will hold up his position, but remember, Mechling is still really close to him. I'm really curious about this fight, because Mechling was leading the Drivers' Championship, but after this race he will definitely lose the championship. But he made a beautiful overtake with DRS zone onto Jirtsma. And he also, no, he has no DRS on the straight. Maybe Jurtsma will try to fight back. Let's see. That's gonna be really interesting. Is he gonna dive up? No, he's really cautious. So Mechling is he's still staying with the same position he has, which is P7. Really good race from all the drivers, and Basic is just alone wolf. He's lonely wolf. Wolf and wolf. Kurwa. I'm talking about this right? Yes, I think I said it right. Never mind. He's he's lonely driver on this track. He's driving his own race right now. I just don't know what to say here anymore. Ferraz gets 3 seconds time penalty. We have Spin, that's Martins, who went into the wall, so that's the end. I mean, alright, he's really cautious, Curtis, but alright, I think Martins has to forget about this race. Okay, we are gonna have epic battle between Maverick, Ferros, and Jurtsma on the main straight. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Mechling has DRS, but no ERS. Maybe will he try overtake? No, there was no space to overtake Ferras, so Rafael made a great defense here. So nice job, my friend. Keep it up. Martins gets 3 seconds time penalty, but doesn't really matter for now. Gosh. I just don't really get what is going on with the path here. Alright, I don't really care. I'll be using the keyboard from now on. Just don't mind me. There are some issues with the path. I just can't fix it somehow, so we'll be using the keyboard. So Mechling goes around the outside. Fights with Ferraz all the time. Nice overtake from Deutsch driver. Good overtake from him. But he won't have DRS, I think, on that straight. Yes, definitely he has no ERS, he has no DRS, so Ferraz will try to fight back, and we have Curtis, who is out of the race, but is it safe? Yes, this is a safety car! What? How? Wait, what just happened here? Okay, so Mechler goes to pit lane. Everyone who just who are on the, oh man, so Basic just didn't want it to make it happen, and he's really, oh man, oh no, Basic, come on, you need to win this race. Come on, what just happened here? Mark Curtis just spun, and oh man, Basic won't be really happy with that. But I think those drivers ahead of him will have to give him position back. So everyone are going for softs for the last few laps. It's almost like in PC F3, you do believe? The same situation happened on almost same lap, and that was the same situation, and I was in that position on P3. So is this gonna be a repeat of what should happened? Okay, so we have a safety car. Fortunately, some of the drivers won't be lapped down, so it's okay. But unfortunately for Basic, Herbert will just gain time to him, and with the 3 seconds time penalty, it might be really complicated for now who will win the race. This is gonna be really interesting to watch. I'm really curious about that. We have a lot of driver in the pits right now. Chameleons is third, Quiet is fourth, Woodford is fifth, Merklink is sixth, Jensma 7 with medium tires by the way, Ferras is 8th, Konopa 9, Booker 10th, and Martins who is already lapped down in 11th position, which is not pointed, which doesn't get any points. So if the Martins will not finish the race, then everyone who won't crash, they have points. So that's it basically. Oh, and let me quickly calculate how many laps do you need to get the points. So you need to drive at least 22 laps, I think, or 23, something like this. So you can get DNF'd at 23rd lap, and it's still gonna count as the race finish, and you'll get the points. If you'll not finish P11, obviously. Oh man, there's so much gap between everyone. They're only Bessing and Herbert behind the safety car right now. I mean, the safety car will be really long in my opinion. There is huge difference, but there is huge gap between all the drivers right now. So that's really strange to watch. I mean, Martins is already lapped, and he's gonna be like 2 laps down in this race. Like, oh man, what is... Wait, let me just quickly see it. Later, yes. So we have Booker, who is already losing 1 minute to leader, but I don't think he is lap down. He might be not lap down, but or maybe yes, he is not gaining. So Booker and Martins are already lapped out, but I think Booker has only 1 lap down and Martin has 2 laps. So unfortunate races for them. Come on, come on, Mercedes, drive faster. I don't really remember who is behind the safety car wheel. I need to watch F1 races again because my memories are just full, not flooding back, but I'm just losing memories. Is the safety car gonna be in this lap? Not really sure. So we are waiting for Martins and we'll be finally restarting this race. So lap 22 we're gonna have a restart. 23, 20. So 22 will be the first lap. 23 will be the third lap. Maybe the DRS I think will be probably enabled only for last lap, but I'm not really sure about that. So, by the way, we have only 2 drivers with mediums, which are Jirsma and Booker. Strange strategy, but it might work, no idea. Safety car is really slow, man. Like the tire, drivers in front have just their tires are just freezing like now. Like, come on, speed up. Yes, I'm also complaining about the F1 safety car, so no worries, you're not only the one here. Okay, so finally we will be restarting. Basic had touched the world here. Wait, let me check that. Camera, please work fine, but maybe this won't affect the car performance. So we have safety car in this lap. Everyone are allowing the safety car to go into pit lane. Okay, safety car is in the pit lane right now, and Basic already made a restart, so nice start from him. And someone went into pit lane. Well, who was that? That was Booker. Konopa overtook Woodford here, I think, and he's also fighting with Ferras, so I'm not really used to keyboards, so sorry if I'm gonna mess up something, but I hope everything will work fine. So we're gonna have epic free lap, free last 4 laps to go. And I saw Mechlin going way too wide in the S's, so he might get, he might have got warning for that. Mechlin is already 4th, so he's fighting like a lion here. For the position, he's fighting with Quiet, and they touch already. I think Mechlin has no part of his front wing. I don't know how it's called in English, but I'll check it later. Sorry, I just don't know that word. Herbert is close to Camillus. Also, Betty had already made a huge difference to all the drivers, and he is leading by 4 seconds right now. I think was that. I don't know who's spawned, but maybe that was Jirtsma. No idea. So Epic fine going around with Camillus and Herbert. There's also Mechlin behind him. So Mechlin is gonna try and make a move on Mercedes driver, but he couldn't overtake him. So actually very interesting last laps here. Let's spectate with this camera. Okay, and Martins is out of the race. I said, oh, oh, whoa! I just predicted that Martins will retire in this race. Sorry about that. I just didn't want to. Sorry, man. But okay, everyone who will finish have their points right. But wait, what lap? Ah, he slapped down anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But maybe he will get the points. Not sure about this. So we have fights still going on with Herbert and Camillus. Let's focus on that. Because Herbert already gained a position behind the Camillus, there is Mechlin trying to also fight with Polish driver right now. And gets 3rd position right now. Epic move from here. Camillus falls down to P5 because Quiet already overtook him. We have DRS on this lap, so we have DRS for 2 laps to finish straight. Quiet is trying to fight for podium position with Mechlin, who has 3 seconds time penalty right now. Basic is safe, I think. Okay, so let's see who is gonna win this battle, because of course remember, Mechling doesn't have much difference even to Camlio, so I think Quiet is provisionally on P3, because also remember that Mechling has broke his front wing, not completely, but some parts of the front wings, some derbies of his from being. And oh man, Merklin just spawned that sector. Oh man, that was terrifying. He lost so many positions right now. He almost fell back to knife, and yes, he fell back to knife, and he's already basically lost. Konopa is fighting with Woodford, so there is actually a lot of fight going on between those two drivers. Like one is both drivers are from Red Bull family. One driver is from AlphaTauri, the second one is from Red Bull here. It's like Pierre Gasly versus who was that? Alexander Albon in Scuderia Toro Rosso in 2019 when Albon replaced Gasly, who was underperforming in the Red Bull. But after that, in that Toro Rosso, Gasly achieved really good results, and I think he might show his potential if the Alpine will have good car in the next season. We'll see about that. Okay, and so I forgot that Konopa has also penalty, so maybe Jirsma will also overtake him. No idea. Alright. Let me see. For Basic, because Basic is gonna cross the line as the winner of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the only one to corner, and he is the leader of this Grand Prix. Well done, man. I knew it that you will win. Like you had a huge huge amount of time compared to other drivers. Like you have almost 5 seconds compared to Herbert, who finished second. Kamios is third, so we have uh, pole position, not pole position, sorry, podium for Polish drivers. Polska Górą. Really good job, man. Quiet 4th, Woodford 5th, Wopera 6th, Jirtsma 7th, Konopa 8th, Mechlink 9th, and we have the only one driver, who is Booker, finishing his last lap. And that's it! That's it of this race. Oh man, so chaotic race, but really interesting to watch for at least few laps, but after that, if the safety car wouldn't come out, then this race would be really boring. Like honestly, there was not much going on, but here comes my driver of this day. Like that was complete domination compared to all of the drivers. Maybe the qualifying session weren't super cool, weren't so good for him, but he showed his race pace on that circuit, so I think he deserved this win. So congratulations, Basic, you made it Deutsch country proud. I'm also really proud of you, my friend. Camion's also really good race from him, especially racing on the pad. And we have Claudio Herbert, who is on second. And also, Basic will get 27 points because he was he was starting from pole position. Sorry, I thought that was Herbert starting from pole. So never mind. Basic just completely dominated this entire race. Oh wait, maybe let's go quickly to race director, because the session will end really quickly. Alright.